Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. Welcome back to my Minnesota franchise mode, everybody. Just before we get to the draft, the most pivotal episode up to this point, I want to thank everybody. During this series, we've had 100 views for every episode of this series, and I hit 200 subscribers. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything special for the 200 subscriber or goal. I can't believe we hit that. I asked around January, can we hit 200 before the end of February? Guys, we're halfway through February. You guys rock, and if you're sharing with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing, liking, commenting, subscribing, the comments, guys, the comments. You guys are so amped up for this series and the first year draft. It's gonna be crazy, and there's a lot of rumors, okay, who Minnesota might pick, but it all comes down to the draft lottery. The draft lottery kind of dooms us. We are fourth last in the NHL, so that means we could either win a lottery pick, stay at fourth somehow, move in between 1 or 7. I don't see us winning the first overall pick. I see us moving down to 7th or 5th or something around those odds. The worst case scenario is 7th, but we do have assets that I do plan on moving out. One of them being Jared Spurgeon if I find the right deal. Obviously, there's a lot of picks and assets being moved by other teams during the draft. There's a lot of players that are like, why are they moving him? And I want to go after some of those guys if possible. Now, there are a lot of players in the draft this year that could become I almost said Columbus Blue Jacket, become a Minnesota Wild. Is that the right pronunciation of that? Okay, let's give you some visuals. Okay, 1 to 7. Personally, I want the first overall pick. Alexis Lafreniere, 18 years of age. He's a high franchise player. Personally, I want to stay away from Quentin Byfield. The only reason I want to stay away from him is because I rarely ever see this guy grow into anything great in any franchise mode that I've ever seen or played. He doesn't grow. And he's dominating the OHL this year. I did end up giving him that high elite potential, but I don't think that's going to change a whole lot. The next guy, or the next 2 guys on my radar, or 3 guys, Marcus Mironov, who a lot of people are like, yeah, go and get him. Drysdale's on there. Tim Stutzel, who is German, and we're currently scouting him. Apparently we didn't have any scouts in the DEL all year, but I'm pretty sure, I want to say he's a medium elite player. I really like him a lot. He might be a top 6, but I want to figure that out before the draft. Drysdale's good. Marco Rossi, a lot of people are like, go after this guy. And personally, I want to. He's dominating the OHL this year. You have other guys, and guys that have just slipped down and nobody's talking about. Holtz, I'm pretty sure, is a medium elite. Raymond is a medium elite. Lundell is a medium elite. We have a lot of options here and a lot of picks this draft and next year to go after a lot of these players. Obviously, the next few drafts get a little crazy, and that's why I'm kind of stocking up on assets to make sure we have the capability to go out and get that. But it all depends on the draft lottery to see where the cards lay and what we have to do to make this a good draft, because there are a few guys, the most positive being the goaltender in the 2nd round, Jaden Weeman. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not quite sure, but I really like this guy. Year 1 draftee, goaltender out of the US of A. I like this guy. 4-year ETA, but getting that trade value and getting that asset in year 1, we can play him in the AHL for a few years. That's going to be huge for us. There's a few guys that I'm not super keen on, but we could take a risk at, and we're going to get into that, but it all depends on the draft lottery, everybody. You know, there's not a lot we can do before the draft, so we got to sim right to the draft. And a lot of you guys had a lot of awesome suggestions. Keep it going with the criticism, the constructive criticism, obviously. If you guys have any ideas, if you want to see this team go into a particular direction, maybe we have a super strong draft and we're competitive next year. Obviously, personally, I want to tank these next few years. Did we find out if Stutzel is a medium elite? He is the medium elite. Gosh. I'm surprised nobody in my comments section actually told me to go after this guy. I do really like the German. This is the best he's been, or I've updated him in the rosters. He's a really good prospect. Okay. And the Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup Year 1. Congratulations, Colorado. Your Calder Cup champions are the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Colorado, Nathan MacKinnon, the whole shebang. Stop the simulation, please. Let's go check out awards. See who won all the hardware this year. The Colorado Avalanche. Let's see how they got there. Colorado swept LA in the first round. Second round, they also swept Nashville. Conference finals, they beat Vancouver in 7, and the Avalanche go toe-to-toe with the best team in the league, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and beat them in 7 games. That is a potential Stanley Cup Finals this year. Colorado's a fantastic team. Tampa Bay's a fantastic team. That is definitely not unrealistic. Okay, award time. So, the Colorado Avalanche, good for you. President's Trophy, okay. So the best team in the league wins the Presidents. And then, obviously, Prince of Wales goes to Tampa Bay. Individual awards, Art Ross goes to Alex Ovechkin. Can't even pronounce the grade 8's name. I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. He had like 68 goals. He should win. Yeah, he wins the Hart Memorial. What an absolute stud. He's going to beat Gretzky. James Norris goes to John Carlson. So Washington had a very strong team this year. Lady Byng goes to Kuznetsov. So the first 4 awards have gone to Capitals. Capo Caco wins the Calder Trophy. Good for you. Most buttery name in the NHL. Conn Smythe goes to Nathan freaking MacKinnon. Vezina goes to Carey Price. Love me some Carey Price. William M. Jennings goes to Grubauer. Bill Masterton goes to Dylan, who was actually just traded today to the Washington Capitals. Jack Adams goes to Williams from LA. Frank J. Selke goes to O'Reilly, 2 years running. Ted Lindsay goes to Ovechkin, and the Maurice Richard Trophy goes to Ovechkin. So the Caps had a fantastic regular season, but they could not get far enough in the playoffs. And did I just see that Mayhew was up to an 83 overall? That is huge for us. A great statistical season. He's an 83. He is 27, though, and I expect him to float around that range for the rest of his career, but ooh, that makes me very happy. And I did notice something. I mean, Capo Caco isn't even down here anymore. Oh, that's not... What? Why would... whatever. He had 104 points, if I'm not mistaken. 63 goals. That has to be one of the best seasons in the AHL of all time, and I want him to come up into the NHL and just dominate. Sim to the draft. Who's going to retire year 1? Oh. What happened to the retirees? Is that not before the draft? Or is that right after the draft lottery? Okay, let's dissect this. So we move from 4th to 6th, which is almost worst case scenario. Ottawa wins the first overall pick. They jump from 10th to 1st with that San Jose pick. Vegas, Detroit, Edmonton, Carolina. Yikes. At least Edmonton doesn't get Lafreniere. So Ottawa looking at Lafreniere. Okay. there might be a few teams there that want to trade a pick, potentially Vegas. So we move to 6. Who is looking like that 6 overall pick? Drysdale, a top 4 defenseman, but is that a player that I want in year 1 as a defenseman? Raymond, who's medium elite. Holtz, who's medium elite. Lundell, who is also medium elite. Okay, but we can still salvage this. Okay, I know dropping that far sucks. We will not be getting Lafreniere for the 100th time I've played franchise modes. I never get Alexis Lafreniere, only when I'm doing franchise modes that don't matter. So we're not even going to get Quentin Byfield. Okay, I want Mironov. Can we... I really want to try and move up. Is the retiree phase after the... How did I not remember that? Sorry, I guess for the longest time I was just worrying about Jeffrey Woodworth retiring and not the draft lottery because we were always in the postseason. So Marian Hossa retires, I guess. Henrik Zetterberg, obviously. Kunitz, Horton, Franzen, Molson, Green, who was actually just traded to the Islanders for like a 2nd round pick, and I'm like, that's an overpayment. Not gonna lie there. That's an overpayment. Is there any goalies? No goalies year 1. Okay. So we lose an AHL coach, but that won't be too hard to fix up. David Clarkson is now a scout. Let's go to the draft class, see if we can finagle some potential out of these guys. So, Ponomarev. I think he's a top 6 guy, but personally I just want to stay away from him. There's a few guys in my range that I really want. I want that Mironov guy. I want Stutzel. I want Lafreniere. Marco Rossi would be sick to have. Oh, this is rough. If only we could have jumped up into a top spot this year. We got a lot of guys. Jack Quinn is supposed to be really good. Mihura, I'm not sure if that guy's actually real. Askarov I'm going to stay away from because we just drafted him in my last franchise mode. And then we have, obviously, the goalie in Wyman, who might turn out to be our best pick this year. I'm assuming he's like a 50, maybe a high 40 overall. So, is there any guys down here that want to... Oh! Another goalie! Hartikainen. We're getting 2 goalies this year? Hell freaking yeah, boys! I do like... We don't know... I don't think this guy's real. He's 18 years of age. Let's check him out. And that's what I'm kind of aiming for. Obviously, year 1 is never the easiest to get great players late in the draft. But if we have that ability, that would be sick. I gotta sneeze. Don't do it, Owen. Don't. Come on. I'm not even gonna edit that out. I'm so sorry. I'm allergic to dropping in the draft lottery. So, do we learn anything about this guy? It would be great if we did. He's a 2-way forward. Come on. Learned absolutely nothing about him. That is sick. Oliver Shoddy. Pretty sure he's a top 4 defenseman. Same with Caribou. Any guys down here? Malkin? Let's check out Malkin. There's a few generated players this year. You rarely see that year 1. It's usually you got your top 10 guys in the draft. Lafreniere, Quentin Byfield, all those guys. And then after that, it's just kind of few and far between great players, you know? It happens. Can we learn anything about this guy? It would be great if this feature actually worked once in a while. Maybe in future games you have that ability to like interview somebody and it gives you the complete breakdown of them, so you learn absolutely everything about them. Wouldn't that be nice? Especially potential, so you can... But wait, did we didn't... Did we? We didn't just scout, did we? Just... No, I didn't just interview that guy. Okay, so is there anybody else that I'm really... Not necessarily. There's a few guys late in the draft. We got Gunler, who I definitely want to pick up. Same with Mizak, who usually is pretty solid. Mikhail Zubakovsky, 18 years of age. 2-year ETA. I'm going to interview this guy. I'm not sure. He looks like a solid player. Readiness is obviously 2 years. I just always use that question because I have nothing better to do. Yeah, if only this feature would just tell you more about them, because it rarely ever works. And it's like, oh yeah. Oh my. Did I just ask this question already? Womp womp. Whippy! I'm so good at this game. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Or that's kind of the whole point of this game, is to talk. Talk. Did we learn anything about Mikhail Zubovsky? I think this guy's... I want to say this guy is created, but he's also not a bad player. He's a grinder too. I do like that. I do like that very much. So the draft interviews are over. We are here. Year 1 draft. This is a pivotal point. Who are we going to build our franchise around? I think next year draft is where we're just going to full on freaking tank. That's the plan. So year 1 draft. Alexis Lafreniere is going to the Ottawa Senators. I'm glad it's out of conference. So Edmonton wants to trade their 4th, or is willing to trade their 4th. Is there anybody I want around 4th? Ooh, we got a center. And I really want that center. I want either of these guys. I want the ability to acquire Stutzel or Rossi. I think at the end of the day, I'd rather go with the playmaker. I mean, they're both playmakers, but a medium elite potential, you know. Then we have the options in Raymond, Holtz, Lundell, Cole Perfetti, who's a top 6 player. This is a difficult point. What marbles are we putting where? Okay. Okay, now before we get to anything, Ottawa's obviously doing their thing. Kaprizov is up to an 86. I want to see what we could potentially get for Spurgeon. What can we get for you, bud? What can we... Ooh, first... Oh, and well, I do not want that Skinner contract. Are you kidding me? Oh, Dustin Wolf, high starter from Calgary. A first. Nah, I'm not opposed to a few first-round picks. Jake Ottinger, who's a high starter as well. Dallas first this year. 2 seconds from Detroit. Ooh, Bouchard ain't bad. A first from Edmonton next year, and they were bad this year, but I doubt it happens 2 years in a row because they're getting a great defenseman in Spurgeon. Broberg, Lavoie, Yamamoto, a first from Florida this year. I'm not looking for first this year. I'm looking for first generally next year. Heponiemi, Spencer Knight, he's medium starter. Denisenko, Noel, Nashville first. Tomasino, Harper, Ginning, Bracco, no thank you. Toronto first next year. Timashov, Hoglander, who's an absolute stud. Vancouver for 2 firsts from Washington. Oh, this is rough. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that. I mean, I like to see Mayhew's potential up, or trade value. Galchenyuk is sitting right there. He's up to an 82. I was debating, if we can swing a first for this guy, guys. I mean, I know Ottawa's making the pick right now, but is there anything out here real quick? I think we have to do that Dallas first for... Oh, we got to make that trade. Dallas. Come on, where are you? Dallas. Okay, they're going to make the pick. What? What? Oh my god, Ottawa's a bunch of tools! Are you serious? There's no freaking way that happened. There's no way! Ottawa, Eugene Melnick is an idiot! Oh my god! Vegas is getting Lafreniere. Are they gonna mess up too? What? What? No. No, that's not real. Is this game broken or something? Lafreniere's still on the board. Oh my god, Ottawa. There's no way. There's no way. I know he's a good player and all, but you just missed out on him. This messes up everything. Oh, Vegas is getting Lafreniere. That is a franchise-defining player. Oh, and Ottawa making moves as I see. They messed up royally there. Okay, we're gonna go... Okay, everything's so messed up right now, so I'm gonna go to find a trade, and I think I have to do that Dallas first for next year. For Galchenyuk. He's not gonna get any better. I was discussing this with a few people. He's on a contract. This is a contract year. So he might not even re-sign in Dallas. And we're getting a first next year. We have to take that shot. The more assets we have, right? I think that just makes sense to do that. Dallas. Was there any other trades that looked... nothing super fantastic. You gotta take a first when you have the opportunity to. Dallas, I'm doing this trade before Vegas does something stupid. So we went from a low elite. They're getting a player who's about to jump into free agency. Maybe he doesn't even sign with Dallas, and we swoop them out of that. You know what? That is a trade. They might even be a good team next year, but I always want to take that chance. Well, thank you for the first round pick, Dallas. And we trade Alex Galchenyuk now. Now it is getting real. Alexis Lafreniere goes to the Vegas Golden Knights. That is absolutely insane. How did they manage to do that so wrong? Lafreniere. Okay, Edmonton. This shouldn't take too much to move up. This should not take too much. Okay, we got our draft picks here. We have 3 firsts this year. We have the 31st, the 21st, and the 6th. Next year we have... Oh, we have 5 first-round picks next year. we can always trade them around if need be, but let's see. 21st and the 31st. Okay. So let's make that trade. Trade rejected. Okay, that's fair. Rookie skater. You want it? Is there anybody on the block that you want from us? You want Spurgeon. You want... Okay. Do you want a goalie? Devin Dubnyk. Hell yeah, man. We're getting this done. Okay. Edmonton, you're getting a good goalie. He can make saves. You're getting 2 firsts. We keep our 6th overall pick. And a first. The 4th overall. I'm totally down to do that trade. Welcome. Bring that first over. Oh my god, we got it done. Oh my god, this draft is so insane so far. But it all comes down to Detroit. Are they going to pick the defenseman? Personally, I want the defenseman. Okay. 3rd overall pick. They go with Stutzel. Oh my god, we're getting to the defenseman. It's meant to be, everybody. And we can still get one of those centermen. What? This is insane. This is insane. Oh, but they probably are going to go for Rossi. Oh, no. Oh. I think the gods wanted us to get this defenseman. I think the gods asked for us to get this defenseman. I think it was meant to be, with Lafreniere going second overall, Detroit going with Stutzel, just like they went with Seider last year. Yzerman, I don't know what you're doing. But Mironov, man. He's going to be like an 80 overall. Or like somewhere around there. This guy in his offensive defenseman, similar to PK Subban. Loyalty is a concern. But he's young. If he needs to party a bit, he can party in Minnesota. Marcus Mironov. Okay. Owen is coming to the podium. I would like to thank the city of Montreal for hosting the 2020 NHL entry draft and Colorado on their Stanley Cup victory with the 4th overall pick in the 2020 NHL entry draft. The Columbus... No, I keep doing that. The Minnesota Wild are proud to select from Russia, Marcus Mironov. Welcome to the club. Oh, that is a player and a half. Oh, he's going to fit in very, very well. Double M. Okay. But now it's up to Carolina. Carolina. They don't want to trade it. If they don't want to trade it, I'm not going to move up. If the gods want us to have Rossi, they're going to let us have Rossi. But crazier things have happened in this draft. And they go with Rossi. You know what? I am happy with my Mironov pick, and I'm glad that we get to pick somebody here at 6. It's been a weird draft so far. There's a lot of guys that we can go out there and get. Do we go with another defenseman? Guys, I mean, what was... Mironov was a lefty. And then we get a righty in... Oh, guys... Oh, Drysdale. Oh, that would be sick. 2-year ETA. He's not NHL ready just yet. Or do we go with a Lucas Raymond? Or Holtz? Or Lundell? I never see Lundell turn into a great centerman in this game. I've seen plenty of franchise modes where he hasn't turned into a solid centerman. He's kind of got like an attitude problem. Holtz... I do like Alexander Holtz. He's NHL ready. We do need righties. I think I would love to have Drysdale, bring him on, but there's plenty of defensemen coming up in the later drafts. Raymond or Holtz? We are looking pretty weak on the right side right now. See what I just did there? We get a sniper in Lucas Raymond. 5'11", NHL ready, similar to Patrick Kane. Or an Alexander Holtz. Another right winger, similar to Marcus Naslund, who's NHL ready. I think they're both 76, maybe 77 overall. I don't think he's ready to jump up into the NHL just yet. I wish I did scout this guy. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's a high top 6, guys. Or we got Cole Perfetti too. There's so many guys here. Okay, let's look later down in the draft. Zubovsky, Valentine, Quinn. Oh, guys. Oh, everything hurts. Why is this so hard? Okay, I'm trying to think what's best for this team. Obviously a center, but 6 foot right out of the QMJHL. A centerman. I think the teams that I've played with, we've always been strong because of our center depth. Right wingers we can draft, but centers are hard to come. But Drysdale is a guy that you don't just look past. Oh, okay. Hold on. My thing is about to expire. Okay. Call timeout. Okay, we good. Drysdale. Do we do that? We can go later down in the draft and get a guy like Quinn, who is pretty solid as well. do we go with the Lucas Raymond? We can get Drysdale. Our defense is going to look so stacked here in the future. Oh, guys, I gotta do it. I rarely ever have medium top 4 defensemen. Or Raymond, Holtz. Or do we go with the Russian and Vasily Ponomarev? I don't even know much. Guys, this is so difficult. I'm thinking really critically right now. Okay, in the queue, he put up 65 points as a 17 and 18-year-old. Raymond in men's league put up 20 points in 50 games. That's really solid. Holtz, I think Raymond is the better player between Holtz and Raymond, because Raymond is a sniper. Okay, and Drysdale is an offensive defenseman. You like to have that balance between offensive defensemen and two offensive defensemen. You don't want them to play together all the time. This is difficult. I know he's a high top 6, but Lucas Raymond, our right side is looking weak. We should address the weakest part of us right now. There's a lot of centers coming up in the drafts. We have Atu Ratti next year. There's a lot of guys that we can go out and we can look at. Lucas Raymond from Frölunda in the SHL. Welcome to the club. 77 overall sniper. You got a European, and Russia isn't European. That would be Asian technically because they're on the continent of Asia. We get a forward. I was seriously debating on Drysdale, 68. So we definitely made a good pick there with Draymond. I want to see how these next few picks turn out. So that would have been a good pick too. But I went with a more NHL-ready player. Holtz wasn't a bad player as well. But I do like my offensive powerhouses. 11th overall, Cole Perfetti. I thought he was a top 6 player. Ooh, Cole Perfetti. That would have been a sick pick. Oh, they're getting Oliver Shoddy. Okay, so is anybody willing to trade? Okay, so I do want to get that Jack Quinn guy. Or do I? Now that I'm thinking about it, do we move up 18th? Because I don't even know what this guy is. Mikhail Zubovsky. Antonio Stranges. He's a lefty. Quinn. Mahura. Do we... There are... And I don't want us to be super... I mean, we got a 3-year ETA similar to Joe Thornton. Oh, guys, I'm going with... I got a... Around 20. Okay. We can make it happen. Around 20. I'll go with 19 just to make sure we get him. 20 overall... 19th overall pick with Dallas. Wow. Raymond and Mironov are going to be great one day. Okay. So let's gamble. Okay. Do you want anything? Okay. Can't really trade you anything there. We'll give you our 35th pick. Okay, because I want to save our 49th to move up a bit to acquire the goalie. So you can have our 2nd round pick. Okay, you can have it. I'm not super upset by that. Okay. Is there any players that you are totally down to acquire? To our Giroux. Okay, we'll give you Giroux. Can we get... Trade rejected. I think it's close to being done. I think this trade can get through. How about we latch on a 4th round pick this year? Oh, that's all it took. I was going to go with a 3rd, but we got that 19th overall pick from Dallas. Clevin. I want to go slowly here just to make sure we do get our guy. Peterson. Dylan Peterson. Cool. Caribou was a 71 overall. LA, Chad Chadson. What an absolute beauty. Nashville gets Antonio Stranges. What a fast freaking skater. I saw a video of him earlier this year just ripping up the OHL. Quill Valentine, and with the 19th overall pick, we are acquiring another right winger that we could totally move to the left wing if need be. Oh, but Ababulin, a centerman. Oh no, he's got a 2-year ETA. Oh no. Oh, yeah. And the players right now are showing that he could potentially be a really good pick. Or an absolute bust. 2-year ETA. I'm scared that'll be a top 9 potential. Oh, Boris Kababulin. Or Quinn. Who is also similar to Joe Thornton. You know, my gut's saying Boris. My gut is saying Boris. Boris, welcome to the club. You know, that's not a bad pick. Power forward, somewhere around there. We get a centerman, and we need to acquire more centermen. That's good. That is good. We could always transition him to a left. And I was looking at Zari. Okay. Is Zubovsky? Okay, and he's going to go right now, isn't he? Oh my god, he's still falling. Oh, that would have been a good defenseman to get. Okay, this first round is nuts. Quinn, 62 overall, so we go with the better player. Maybe not the most offensive player, but we do have offensive players in the AHL, so the next piece of the puzzle is getting that goalie in the second round. Okay, we do have assets that we can trade off if need be. Okay. So he is, okay, the goalie at 127 and 46. So we want to make sure we move up just a bit. So our pick is around, I believe, right here. We want to go back a few spots. We'll go with the 13th in the second round just so we move up a little bit just to make sure we can get that goalie onto our roster. So we'll give you the second. You know, I'm debating even giving them our third because there aren't a lot of guys in the third round that I'm totally up for. So, you know what? We'll give our second and third. But you're going to give us back a fourth. Or, you know what? Give us our fourth next year. Get the trade done. Trade accepted. Nashville, thank you very much. So we are going to sim up to the 44th pick in the second round. See what we missed in the first round. I cannot believe Ottawa messed up so bad. Oh! Vegas thrown a Hail Mary and we get Mironov. I mean, I think Detroit messed up with that pick too. You should have gone with the defenseman. He is going to be our franchise guy, potentially a future captain on this team. And I neglected to talk about that last episode. We traded away our captain in Miku Koivu. I don't know why it blanked me because I never picture that guy as the captain of the Minnesota Wild. I'm like, oh yeah, Sutter. No! We traded away our captain, so that's a thing that we have to start talking about. Okay. That is definitely going to be an important point to make next year. Who's going to lead this team into the future? And one of those guys could potentially be Jaden Weeman. 18 years of age, out of the US of A. Welcome to Minnesota. 58 overall. That is high. That is a high number for a goalie out of the draft. That is a fantastic player. So we don't have a pick until 128. So let's see what we missed in the third, second round, all that jazz. So to this pick here, I love that guy, Jaden Weeman. A few okay, solid players there. So Latipov wasn't too bad. I was looking at that kid. Not a bad player. And then kind of drops off here, goalie. Okay. And trust me, guys, I upgraded the drafts. These next few drafts are going to be crazy. And watch out for your created players. I believe next year is when a lot of them start jumping into the draft, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see a lot of awesome players in the draft. And you might be a little bit like, oh, that's just so unrealistic, and I don't care. With this, I mean, of course I care about realism, but just, oh, we missed out on Misak! No! I forgot about that! Oh, I'm just such an idiot. Oh, we missed out on Gunler, didn't we? Oh, I'm so sad right now. Oh, Lazarev. What a sick name, Montreal. Ilya Lazarev? Oh, that's a sick name. I'm upset right now. But we did get the goalie. We did get with the goalie. Okay, Gunler. Is Gunler still on the board? No, he can't be. There's no way he's still on the board, right? Helge Grons is still on the board. Might be a good guy to go with. No, there's no way he's still on the board. Bednar, another goalie that we could go with. Hulsgrons. Nobody else super interesting here. So I'm going to go ahead, pick the goalie, add another one to the prospect pool. It's always good to have goalies. Mika Hartikanainen. Welcome to Minnesota. 47 overall. That's understood. So let's pick here. I want to see. I don't know how good Helgegrans is. I don't believe he has a good potential anymore. I think he dropped from a medium top 4 to, yeah, I don't think that's going to be anything super fantastic. We can go after maybe Henrik Josefsson. Ooh. Nah, probably won't be anything super special. You know, I'm not even gonna bother with the Helgegrans pick. That doesn't really intrigue me at all, anyways. I mean, it does a little bit, but nothing super special. So, did we just miss? Or am I right? Crazy. Oh, we got Brooke. Sorry, I don't know why. Did we just miss him? Or am I crazy? Bednar, Swankler. Oh, Toronto, you just picked the right man for the job. Helgegrans. Can I not read or something? Is that a problem I have? Apparently. So, not a lot of options here late into the draft. Let's go with this Henrik Josefsson. Bottom 6 forward. Womp, womp, womp. Do we miss anything in the 6th round here? Oh, you know what? I have to do something here. We just acquired a fantastic defenseman. I think right now is the best way to capitalize on his trade value. Spurgeon, what can we get for you? A first. No, thank you. Noel, no. No. That's okay. Hoglander. Hoglander is a player that I probably should have given him a better potential, but I was like, oh, sweet baby, Jesus Lord Christ. 77 overall. In a second. God, we can always wait until after the draft. But then his thing will kick in, and then he won't be as desirable. Oh, and you're smart. You're smart. You know what? Let's be smart here. Let's check the trade block. Let's see what everybody has on the block and then go from there. Because I'm sure there's a few guys out there that are like just poking around. They're like, hey, here's a medium elite guy that we don't feel like having on our team anymore. Okay, let's be smart about this. We can be smart. Owen, you're smart. You're good at this game. Anaheim doesn't have anybody on the block. Gunler, oh, I'm so upset with myself. I'm so upset. It's not a deal breaker though. They want to trade Jeff Skinner. Obviously, he's an absolute tool. I mean, I do like Jeff Skinner, but like, really, you signed him to that kind of contract? Alexander Newhook. Oh, we really don't have the assets right now to trade for that. We could, we do, but I want to save those firsts for next year just in case, you know, one of them lands. Wouldn't that be sick? Bouchard wouldn't even be that bad. Denisenko. LA. Romanov. Ooh, Romanov. Oh, yeah, but we do have the... I don't want to trade away any of those firsts next year. Just because it's a lottery. And the more I have, the better chance I have at getting an absolute stud next year. Andre Miller. Man, Hoglander is looking good right now. Joel Farabee ain't even that bad either. Anybody super special. Ryan Merkley. Anybody. Cale Foot, but he is 21. I mean, this other Foot, his brother was traded away actually to New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, for Blake Coleman. Big deal. Uh-oh. Pod Colson is on the radar. Pod Colson. Oh, that's a lot of assets to give away, though. I'm not gonna lie, Vancouver. But it's Vasily Podkolzin, but part of me wants to go for Hoglander because he's unsigned and he's 19 and he's gonna be he's gonna be great offensively. Yeah, I like him. I would love for him to be my second line left winger for years to come. I can do that. Or Podkolzin, who is a righty. Okay, let's put Hoglander here. Hoglander. Okay, let's check the other teams just real quick before we make any rash decisions. Smith, Alexiev, and nobody special here. So Vancouver is the team to deal with right now. But if we're getting Hoglander, we're not sneaking away with a second. We're getting your first next year. We're getting your first round pick next year, and you're just going to have to live with it. Okay? I'm sorry. We'll deal you our second round pick next year, but for Spurgeon, you are going to have to give us Hoglander and a first. Trade rejected. No, that's fair. That is fair for you to deny that. So you know what? Colorado. Oh my god, we got Hoglander. Oh my god, he can do the lacrosse goal. I love that so much. This draft. Oh my god, next draft. I don't plan on keeping all those first round picks, guys. I don't want to break my game. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 first round picks next year. I want to hold on to them the majority of the season just to see if any of them are going to land in the draft. If you have 2 teams here that are lottery teams, you can deal with the rest of them. You can deal with the rest of the picks. And I think we're not hogging. We're being smart. You might say that, yeah, it's pretty unrealistic, but I think it's the smartest thing to do right now. We trade away Spurgeon, but we acquired a defenseman to add to the future of this core. Mironov, who's going to be great. Sutter actually went up in overall. Hanola, Addison's coming. Our defensive core is slowly but surely looking a lot stronger. And, we could be a solid NHL team next year. You know that? We could be okay. But with our last pick in the 2020 NHL draft, who are we going to go with? What am I really feeling? Oh, you know what? Let's go with this guy right here, Nordstrom. Bottom 6. I'm not upset. Sim entire draft, nothing that good. Delmont wasn't even that bad. So, Mironov, Raymond, Khabibulin, Weeman. A lot of our picks were really good. Our top 5 picks were fantastic. We traded away Spurgeon for Hoglander and a first. We traded away Galchenyuk for a first from Dallas. That was a pivotal episode, and if you don't agree with all my decisions, hey, it's a video game, but I do enjoy your support very much, and we're going to continue the off-season in the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.